Election season is upon us here in Ohio, and the early voting window for the May primary opened today. Primary races from the governor all the way down to those local issues. They're all in play this year. Anthony DiFilippo joins us in the studio. Anthony, you were at a few polling locations today. What did the turnout look like?
Well, Melissa, turnout was light today, and which wasn't much of a surprise to election officials. They say low turnout is expected with less interest so far. But even in what some call a quote-unquote off year, they still say it's important to show up and vote.
Election season is here.
People are starting to get out, and now we're getting the whole thing kicked off.
In Wood and Lucas counties, some were eager to get out and vote on day one.
The benefits of voting early is you don't have to worry about where you're going to be, what's going to happen on election day. On my way into work today, there was a huge what appeared to be a big traffic accident on the highway. You know, anything like that can happen that can set you back and cause wrinkles in your plans.
This year in Ohio, the governor's seat is up for grabs, a U.S. Senate seat all the way down to local issues.
So you have your state level row offices, everything from governor. We have a U.S. senator on the ballot this year, which is not always the case. Congress, state house is up every year. Certain people will have state senate. Not everybody will, but some folks will have state senate because those are staggered. And then, of course, you have treasurer, auditor, attorney general, secretary of state.
Even in what some call an off year, officials say it's still important to show up and vote.
All levels of elections matter. You know, we have judges on this race that you could face, you could be in front of, or you could be part of a jury, or your family could be in front of. There's things like probate court that's on the ballot that can affect things like everything from wills to name changes to marriages to dissolutions. Just little things that people don't think about.
One of the biggest challenges, according to Terry Burton, is that some voters are still undecided before they even start.
People really seem to struggle right now to identify with the party. And as that trend is continued through the years, that really is the biggest barrier, because when they come for a primary election, you do have to declare a party or get an issues-only ballot.
Now, early in-person voting runs through May 3rd. If you're voting by mail, your ballot must be in by Election Day. You can also drop it off at your county board of elections. And officials remind you to bring a valid, non-expired photo ID. And of course, Election Day is May 5th. Reporting in studio, Anthony DiFilippo, WTOL 11.